Hey, what's up everybody? Dylan here from Iceberg TV. Today we'll be playing 8 or 9 holes with the brand new PRISM Neutron Trance. This is an 8.5 neg2-1 fairway driver. Feels in hand like a slightly more blunt crave. We're also releasing the Eagle McMahon Plasma Dimensions, the Eclipse Insanities, and the Fission Trails, which I just already threw, but those drop on the 20th. So use my link in the description below. Well, let's throw this trance. Okay, a bit more stable than I was expecting. That did not flip at all. So the first few runs of trance that I threw definitely had some nice flip up when thrown in an open field. Let's try a flat and see if it gets a little bit more turn in the early flight. All right, hole 3 is a 320-foot par 3. Let's try and flatten it out a little bit there. I did not trust the stability on that first hole. Put it nice and flat here. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a much straighter flight. Definitely a much more stable run of trance than I'm used to, though. That is not getting like a leopard-esque neg2 flight. It's definitely a bit more stable than you're expecting it to be. Oh, almost got one there. Yeah, they really are nice and stable. If you're looking for a stable trance, the new PRISM Neutron run is nice and stable. I got to start throwing it a bit flatter, a bit more nose down with a little bit more power. Let's see if we can get it to turn at least a little bit. All right, hole 8A, 300 feet. I'm actually really liking the trance for this shot. We need to just punch it straight through this gap, and that stability should drag us back to the left. All right, it's definitely up in the circle, but you can see a lot of fade out of it. Just no neg2 to be had on that one. Stable disc. All right, got a nice birdie look on 8A here. Trance was the perfect disc for the job. I thought I cashed it. Oh no. Hole 9, 314, par 3. Try and take the right side here. Trust the stability. Ace run? Oh, that was inches from going in. Woohoo! Perfect disc for the shot. All right, we just picked up the Ice Dad. He's going to make the around the tree putt here. Chad from Australia. Oh, good try. It says cut the tape, delete the clip. Did you see what happened? Dead square off the pole, bounce out. The gauntlet, hole 10, 270. The challenge is just keeping it straight. She really wants to get left. Oh, I did it. Hopefully you can see it. Oh! Oh! That was almost the greatest ace of all time. Off the root, off the tree. Oh, I hope you guys can see that. So that Annie skipped off the root, I think hit the tree, and then just literally went boom right here. That would have been the most insane ace of the year. But a great birdie from that long tee. Very good. Hole 11, 215, a little short for the trance, but at this point, this thing's chain hunting. Anything's possible after that last shot. Maybe try and throw this thing in. Skip. Skip. Oh, it's parked. The ground wasn't soaking wet, it would have had a chance. All right, this is the Ice Dad ace run. Woo! Good shot.
Best.
Yeah, this is our first star frame since you got here. The 2-man star frame. 1, 2, 3. Nice birdie. Good job. And I don't have a forehand right now, so we're going to rely on the Ice Dad's signature forehand here. I'm going to go in right here. Oh, did he park it? Oh, you pinned it. Nice birdie. The Ice Dad famous forehand is back. Oh, yes, he can. That's insane. That is a hell of a birdie. Nice job. What do you think? You like the Trance?
Great disc.
Wow, no pressure. Hot off the big birdie. Now I've got to try and birdie a 321-foot par 3 just to keep the pace up here. This Trance should be good for a slight flex. Okay, we got a little pop up there. Yeah, it was a little short, but I think we're inside circle on the left side. I'm gonna have to make a putt. This is a pressure putt. I got to match the Ice Dad birdie here. Honestly, from about the same distance. I will not be big putted by the Ice Dad today. All right, hole 14, another straight shot, 311 feet. That last shot, I ripped it pretty hard. I got it to hold straight most of the way. Let's see if we can get it to go straight all of the way here. Come on. I've got another birdie look here. We're starting to figure the Trance out one throw at a time. You've got 100% success birdie rate with that disc. You're 1 for 1. All right, pretty tricky hole, honestly, but climbing the hill with the Trance nicely. Another bird. We're on a streak now. We're doing great. This disc is, once you realize it's not flippy, it's a really great control fairway driver. Hole 15, 262, another largely straight, but then a hard left at the end. Just gotta hit the gap. Climb up the hill. Wow, okay. Maybe it's slowly beating in a little bit. It actually picked up and held straight for a lot longer than I expected it to. I don't think it would beat up that quickly, but seemed to flip up and hold a bit more than it has been earlier in the round. Put another inside the circle here. Trance flying really nice for these types of holes. Another birdie for the books. This disc ever so slowly won me over. Birdie after birdie, I started to like it more and more. I was not loving it at the start, but I'm really starting to like it now. Well, all right, guys, after an insane birdie run with the Trance, this disc really won me over later in the round. When the holes really called for something I could hammer on flat, trust it to push a good ways and then dump to the left at the end. Man, we're getting birdies left and right with this. And even the Ice Dad, 1 for 1 with the forehand, getting a really nice birdie back on hole 10. This disc really did surprise me. At 173 grams, maybe the lighter ones are a bit straighter. This thing was pretty stable and reliable. This is something that I do expect will be pretty popular for people who like the Volt, maybe a little bit straighter version of the Volt. Also a touch faster if you just like this rim width and feel in hand better than the Volt. But overall, really enjoying the Trance. You can get them at discgolfdealsusa.com/icebergtv to save 10%. We're also releasing the Fission Trail, the Plasma Dimension, and the Glow Insanity on the same day, to my understanding. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and take care.